Hey everybody, welcome back. We are getting ready to dive into my February budget. I went ahead and duplicated January's and kind of cleared things out, so we've got a blank slate here. It is January 28th, and payday was on January 24th, so we have kind of been going blind the last couple of days. So I have some expenses that I need to add in already. We still need to look at my calendar to input those things, so let's just dive right in. I went ahead and just grayed out this end of month report business because I have not been using it. I think I built it with the intention of it being helpful, but I ultimately just look at each category at the end of the month to see how I do. And as long as I haven't overdrafted or have had to borrow money or anything, I know that I'm okay. So I'm not really using this, so I just grayed it out, and I might get rid of it altogether, but I just wanted to explain that. I'm just going to start with my calendar tomorrow because I have things on my calendar for the last week or so, but it feels weird to be entering things on the budget that I already have receipts for. It seems like double the work. So I'm just going to start with the 29th, and then I'll go in and add receipts for things that have already happened. So tomorrow, I'm driving to Seattle. I don't think I'll be ready for a gas fill up yet, but I do think I'm going to get Burger Master. I mean, I've been doing that, so I should probably just budget it. So let's do... I had $137 left in my bank when my paycheck hit on Saturday, so I'm going to take that $137 out and put it towards my savings to my emergency fund. Because I had borrowed $500 from that, so I need to repay that. So that's going to be cash that goes there. And I know that that's going to come out of this amount too, so I think I'm just going to leave that alone for right now. Okay, so I'm going to budget $30 for Burger Master. Or really anything. It doesn't have to be Burger Master. I can go wherever I want. I'm going to say Seattle dinner. I will also need dinner on the 30th because I'm going to be out all evening. Maybe I'll do a quick dinner. I'm going to give myself 40 anyway. That's my dinner staple, so I'll just say Friday dinner. I also need dinner for the 31st because I'll be out and about. And I'm going to see a play, but I need to ask my friend how much the tickets were. Alright, my friend got me a ticket. It was like $5, so I'm going to pay her back. February 1st, I've got dinner planned, so I'm going to give myself, I think, 50 because this place is kind of expensive. I'm going to do another Seattle dinner on Thursday the 5th. On the 6th, I'm going to see a show in Portland. So I'm going to need to fill up my gas tank. And we are probably going to go shopping, so I'm just going to give myself $100. That might change, but for now I'm starting with that. The 7th, I'll be out and about all day, so I'm probably going to give myself like $60 spending money for food and whatnot. I'm probably gonna need another tank of gas on the 8th, and I'll probably have dinner plans that night if these plans don't change. I have a board meeting that day, and so I'm thinking I'll get dinner after. I'll say board meeting dinner. So let's go ahead and see. I don't know if I'll need gas tomorrow, but I will on the 30th, so we're gonna insert a gas for that. Okay, and then hopefully that will be enough. I mean, it's the 30th to the 6th. Yeah, it's basically a week. I think I should probably get gas one other day in there, so I'm gonna get gas on like the 2nd. The nice thing is I have so many rehearsals that I don't have a lot of room for other frivolous spending, so it's mostly going to be gas and some food. Let's get my Tavalas put in, so those are on the Thursdays. So on the 29th will be $75 for Tavala, and that is going to be on my card, so I won't make it dark green. That's the 29th actually. Shoot, okay, I did it wrong. There we go. Okay. So the Tavala, the 29th, Tavala on the 5th, I know that I'm going to need to do $100 to my chiropractor, which is at the end of the month. I'm just going to put it in here now so it's noted. I don't remember what day it is, but it's at the second half of the month, so I'm just going to leave it there for me to get to eventually. So we've got gas, we've got the Tabalas, we've got all my calendar stuff. Let's put in my dated expenses. So between the 24th and the 9th, I don't have any debt payments coming out. I had rent, which I did pay. So on the 25th, I had $150 for rent. On the 25th, I had $642.62 for my car. My phone bill came out, so on the 25th, I had my phone bill, which I think is actually $115 something. I'll see it on there. I'm just gonna say $115 for right now. My Paramount will come out on February 1st. Paramount is gonna be $14.14. Okay. So no other subscriptions will come out. Health and beauty. So I never did get the toiletries. I feel like I need to. I also need to go get my hair cut. I think I'm gonna take my brother for his. So I'll budget that this paycheck. And let's just find a day here. Let's ask him if he wants to go. Okay. I'm asking if he wants to go this Friday, which would be this 30th, actually. So we'll just plug it in now, and I can always move it if we end up doing a different day. So I'm gonna say $100 for 2 people. Because we'll do, who knows how much it'll be, but I'll just say Sean's. Okay. So then my dad's birthday. I don't remember how much we actually ended up spending. I'll just say dad's. We had a tea party, so I'll say dad's tea party. I don't remember how much it was. I'll plug it in now. And I used my card for that. I think I also just need to add another line in here for my miscellaneous drive-through spending and stuff. Since Saturday I have to spend like getting McDonald's, buying dinner, that kind of stuff. So I'm just gonna say MISC transactions. And those were all on my card. So now I'm just gonna log into the app and get the rest of those. I think that brings us current. I've got some pending transactions. I've actually got a lot of pending transactions. I went to Texas de Brazil, a Brazilian steakhouse, for my friends' birthdays, and I had used gift cards that my dad already had, so I only had to use my card for $64.43 of it, but then I did send my dad cash for to reimburse him for the gift cards, basically, so that'll be a separate line item here. I have a gas that is pending. Normally I use cash, but I hadn't gotten cash yet for this pay period, so I have that one. Got a McDonald's pending, that's $21.49, so that's good. Payment to my dad is pending, so Dad Zelle. This is the remainder that's reimbursing him for the gift cards. And then my Tabala is pending for $75.93. So these are my pending transactions, and they are all listed under these miscellaneous transactions that have just happened. So let's really quickly find out how I'm looking in terms of how much money I'm projecting that I will spend. Yikes. $27.63.56. And I only made, let's see here, $21.55 plus the $45 my sister-in-law gave me. $22. So I think I'm like over by like $500. $563. So basically, what my reckless spending was, I'm over. So okay. Well, what are we gonna do about this, huh? I need to trim $563. So this has all been done, and I can't do anything about that. You know, this 137, I'm gonna have to take that away. So I'm just gonna delete this line. Okay. So subtract 137. So 426. Okay, I cannot spend $100 shopping in Portland, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm not allowed to, so there's $100. I'm gonna take away my dinner after the board meeting, and I'm gonna take away the spending money, which is another 100. This is why I shouldn't budget a week after payday, because I just spend so freely, because I get into that mindset that, oh, I've got money, I just got paid, but then I have so many transactions that are 35, 43, 77, like all these, you know, different transactions, they add up pretty quickly, and before you know it, it's out of control. So yeah, so maybe I don't do my dinner tomorrow after rehearsal either. Yeah, I'm like at like 190, I'm at 196 that I'm still over. You know, one of these gases maybe I need to scale back, so I'll take away the Seattle dinner as well. I got 2 weeks in a row where I'm just coming straight home. If I take away one gas, because I'm gonna need gas for sure the 30th. Okay, so if I say that my brother and I only have $80, that gives me 20. And if I take away 10 from that dinner, there's another 30. So I'm at 136 over. Instead of 50, I should just do a normal 40 and just stick to like an entree. I don't need to get any appetizers or anything. So there's another 10. I can try to not get this gas last, so I'm going to delete that line and have another 60. So I'm only over by 66 bucks right now. Okay, I think 66 is close enough that I will try to shake it loose. I mean, really, I could do like 50 for these gases. So if I do like 50, 50, 50, 50, that's 40 right there. So now I'm down to $26, which really I can probably do in my Tavalas. No, that won't happen actually. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here for right now because I'm still over by 26, but I kind of want to see how these pending transactions finalize, and if I can trim off $26 elsewhere. You know, worst case scenario, I run out of money at the end of this pay period and I don't put 50 in, I put 25 in. We will see. I also do have some money in my emergency fund that if I had to float myself, I could pull from there, but really, this isn't an emergency, so I'm going to try not to. But you know what? I'm going to give myself that grace. If it happens, again, I'm borrowing from myself, so that's better than where I used to be. I just remembered I have $21 in my wallet that I did not spend. So really, that's this 26 right here. And then I'm going to subtract 5 from... Maybe for this Tavala, I just only give myself 70 instead of 75. So there's the $5. Cool. All right, we did it. We did it. We have a zero-based budget. Yikes. Okay, so now what I need to do is figure out how much cash to get out of the bank tomorrow. So we're just gonna do this right here real quick. It's pretty tight. It's pretty tight, but we are gonna do it, and then we will be back on track for the second paycheck of the month. So I will go to the bank tomorrow and withdraw my $395, and you get back on track for the rest of the month of February. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.